Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a fall makeup routine for you guys. First of all, I'm gonna address the fact that I've been gone for like a bajillion years. I realized it was a wake-up call when I realized that my last comment literally said, "Where are you?" I didn't feel whole without you guys. I felt like something was missing. My journey with you guys is something that has been a part of my life since I was 17 years old. YouTube is what I love to do. It's who I am, and when it's not in my life, I definitely feel like something is missing, and that thing that's missing is you guys. I have just been dealing with change, adapting to change, and I think that I got a little overwhelmed, and now I'm here and I just want to make content, and I'm back. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my fall makeup routine with you guys and telling you guys what I do for makeup pretty much every day. That's a lie. I don't do my makeup every day. I sometimes look like a hot ass mess, but on the days when I do, this is what I look like. I am incorporating the brands that I use on a daily basis. A lot of them will be affordable and drugstore and easy to find. Just gonna do that transition where it goes and then I'm not gonna be wearing makeup, and I'm gonna show you guys how I got this look right here. So here I am, bare-faced. I have a full-time job in addition to YouTube, so this is going to be a makeup routine that I've been doing that lasts all day, think 8 to 9 hours. I live in Los Angeles and it's also still really hot, so this has been lasting me through all of that, so it has to work somehow. So I'm going to show you guys my two favorite moisturizers. Not moisturizers, my two favorite primers of the moment. My two favorite primers of the moment has been this one from Glossier and this one from Found. This one is blurs lines and this one moisturizes. I like to put on a tiny bit of the moisturizing primer from Glossier. So I'm going to rub it on my fingers and I'm just going to apply it. Now I'm going to apply my primer that helps kind of blur all my imperfections, and which is awesome is that it's drugstore and it's really affordable. This one is their smoothing face primer. I like it. It reminds me a lot of a primer I used to use before I started using like cruelty-free and green products, and I like it. But here's the thing, it doesn't give you that complete and total like silicone-y finish. It's actually still kind of moisturizing, but it works really well and I really like it. I like to apply this primer in my T-zone specifically because that's where I'm the most porous, like right here. What's your favorite primer? Because I do want to try out some more, so please link me down below and let me know what your favorite primer is. So after priming, what I like to do is I actually like to set my primer with a powder. I ran out of my favorite powder, which is the Plain Jane Beauty Translucent Powder. I've been thinking about getting the Honest Beauty one, so please let me know your thoughts on that one. But today I'm going to use the Found Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I know I'm using a lot of Found. This is not a sponsored video, guys. If it's sponsored, I will always tell you guys, or there will be something somewhere. There'll be a disclaimer. They just gifted me these products and I actually love some of them, so I'm sharing it with you guys. I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender and I'm going to pop that in there on the lid, and then you're gonna just dip your beauty blender like this, wet, not wet, damp, not wet, not like soaking wet. And then I just set, kind of like I'm gonna bake. I just lay the powder in my T-zone. I'm not naked, guys. I don't want you guys to think I'm filming naked. Yeah, so I'm just going to, if you have oily skin, this is like what you have to do. Like, this is my everyday makeup routine. This is a lot for some people, but for me, this is what works. I set my chin because my chin gets really oily right above my lip. This is a new powder for me. I've been experimenting with it. I have to be honest with you guys. I do not set my actual makeup all over with this powder, but I do use it for setting my primer. Because if you set your makeup with this and you are more of a tan complexion like I am, it's gonna give you a little bit of a flashback, so I wouldn't use this. So, but I do wanna pick up my Plain Jane Beauty Translucent Powder for all over because that never gives me a flashback. I've been using it for years. It's literally my fave. I know, guys, this looks super crazy, but it works for me. And throughout the day, I swear to you, I'm less oily. I'm so much less oily. So the next thing I'm gonna do is grab my foundation. The foundation that I have been using lately is actually a skin tint, and this is the Hydrating Foundation from Beauty Counter. This foundation is a medium coverage foundation. I have to be honest, if you just use it on its own, one layer, it's not gonna cover anything like scarring. It's actually gonna shine through, but in a good way, because foundations like these, you can sheer them out where you want, because it has that neutral, but it's still more on the warm side, but it's not too warm to the point where it's like yellow, because I do have like a warm skin tone, but when I'm tan, it gets like kind of like that reddish brown. That's why I can't use foundations that are too yellow, because it will look strange in comparison to my neck. And as I go, I'm gonna just keep putting the foundation over the powder until it covers it completely. As I go, I'm gonna blend what I'm doing out with my EcoTools Beauty Blender. Sorry, it's not a beauty blender, because it helps kind of make it look a little bit more seamless. And the next thing that I like to do is apply this Hourglass foundation. This is my jam. However, I can't use this shade all over because it reads orange when I just use it all over. But when I mix it with this Tint Skin Hydrating Foundation from Beauty Counter, it actually looks exactly like my skin. It looks really, really good, and it lasts throughout the day. If you love coverage like I do, this is gonna be your jam. I apply this on the outside of my face because that's predominantly where all of my hyperpigmentation is. It's like on my cheeks, and like I apply it to like my neck area. And I just put like 2 lines on my forehead because that's really all you need. I like to blend a lot. I'm actually using the EcoTools blender. I love using the bottom of this to blend out my foundation. So I'm gonna put on some concealer. I have been loving the Beauty Counter Touch Up Skin Concealer Pen. And it's that light tan beige color that I need that doesn't look too light or too like yellow. It's like the perfect color because it's in medium 2. And the pen makes it so easy to get concealer on the sides of my nose. I'm gonna take the pointy part of my EcoTools sponge and I'm going to blend this concealer all over. And it's gonna have a little bit of a highlight, but not too much, because I don't like when it's too bright. I like my makeup to look natural, but still glam. It's time to set this. I make sure to set my under eye before anything else because I'm prone to creasing there. I'm gonna just take this Real Techniques brush, just random that I have sitting around. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of the Found Translucent, not too much. So I start where it would crease, and I just like strategically powder. I used to do this all the time. So making sure to get underneath here and drag it outward. And yeah, I like to put it above my lip because I get really oily right there. Now for the contour part, I don't go crazy on the contour. You guys know I used to do cream contour and blend it out, and then bronzer. I don't do that anymore. I just use this big foundation from Antonym Cosmetics, which is 100% natural. I love this brand. I use their Baked Foundation in dark, and I'm about to hit pan, so I need to get more. So I'm actually gonna use this EcoTools brush. This is the Define brush that comes in the highlight set. It has like this one too, so it has these two. Actually, I might use the fan brush side. Yeah, I'm gonna mix it up and use the fan brush side. Ooh, this product cakes up, so use a little bit at a time and like careful. So I just apply with my fan brush, and it's gonna give it more of a natural look, like it's gonna diffuse the product a little bit better, just to bronze up my cheek area. I'm not a blush girl, I just like to keep it natural. And then I'm going to work the product down by the chin area, down the neck. Now I'm gonna work on my brows, which is one of my favorite parts because I just got my brows done, so it's super easy. So I'm gonna take the spoolie and just brush them up. If you guys were wondering, I get my eyebrows threaded. I'm gonna take an angled brush, an angled synthetic brush, and I'm gonna dip it into my Eco Brow. This is in Liz. I got this from Citrine Beauty Bar, which is a really awesome green beauty store. Yeah, I actually have a code for you guys. I think you guys get, yeah, 10% off your first purchase. So I will put that in the description box down below if you guys want to get a discount off of any of the products that I mentioned before that you can get at Citrine, because that's the thing with green beauty, is if you can get it discounted, you should, because it can get a bit expensive when you're trying to get into this new lifestyle. That's why I've got discount codes. When I get to the front of my brows, since my brows go up, not out, I just make hair-like strokes in the direction that my hairs are growing in. Brush it up like that, just to kind of diffuse the product a little bit, not too much. And my brows are ready to go. That's the fastest I've done my brows all week. Who knew? Now I'm going to use Glossier's Clear Boy Brow. I know when I first started talking about this product, I told you guys I didn't like it in clear and I liked it in black. Things have changed. I use it to keep my brows in place. I've learned that with this makeup routine I've been doing, less is more. I've tried it both ways. I've tried it both with the Boy Brow in black and with it in clear, and I actually like it in clear when my brows are done because they don't need much filling in. So now my brows are all done. I'm looking in the camera. I actually really like the way it looks. So I'm gonna move on to eyes. I'm gonna use my It's Judy Time palette, and I think it's perfect for any girl like me who likes this type of situation, who isn't into like the crazy colors. Like, I could use this palette for the whole year and not need anything more. So I'm gonna use shade Good Morning, which I've been using mostly, and I'm going to use this as my transition shade. It says Good Morning, and that's the perfect name because it's a very like daytime kind of shadow, and it makes for the base of a really nice daytime look or nighttime. I would use this as a transition for like a dark, warm, brown, smoky eye. I want to kind of experiment today, so I'm gonna use a smaller like domed brush, and I'm gonna go into this kind of like this darker shade. I think it's called Ping, right here in my inner corners, to kind of darken this up a bit because I want to have a little bit of fun. I never have time to play with makeup anymore. Make like circular motions and blend it out to kind of carve the shape of a higher crease, bringing it up towards the top. This shade down here is Night Night, so I'm gonna blend it out and mix it in with a look just to make it a little bit darker. I'm done. Just did everything with this look with the It's Judy Time palette. It's really affordable. You can get it at Target. So now what I'm going to do is take some sort of translucent powder on this fluffy brush, and I'm going to apply it to my crease so there's no harsh lines. Now I'm going to use some mascara. Where's my mascara? Oh, I have this mascara, which is the Mineral Fusion. I'm still using this. This is the Jet Volumizing Mascara from Mineral Fusion. And I'm at that end with it where I literally know I have to give it up and I have to toss it because I've had it for quite some time. But I'm at that end of mascara where it starts to really make your lashes look amazing because it's drying out. So it's dry and it like makes your lashes like really long. If you like mascara and you have a favorite mascara, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if I'm gonna do lashes or not, so I'm just gonna like go crazy with this. So I've applied my lashes on off camera because it can be, I haven't done it, well, been doing it for a long time, so it's kind of like tricky. So I'm going to start up with doing the bottom lashes. Yesterday I used this Jane Iredale extender and conditioner for the lashes, and my bottom lashes looked so good. Now I'm doing it without, and I definitely suggest it for the bottom lashes. Just saying. I'm gonna just use the tip just to kind of define it. I like my bottom lashes to be nice and thick. All my makeup is on, my lashes are on, and I'm going to just do the finishing touches, everything. So my makeup has had some time to sit and set, so my highlight is gonna go on a lot nicer. So I'll start there. The highlighter I love using at the moment is the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Sugar Daddy. This is one of my favorites. I use it like all the time. I'm gonna just dip my brush in this angled kind of bronzer brush from Vanity Planet. And this Diamond Glow Powder is really good if you have a tan or even dark skin tone, because this one is really good just for darker skin tones in general because it's a little warm. It's not gonna look too like It's gonna add kind of a bronze while highlighting. That's why I like the color Sugar Daddy. It doesn't like reflect too much of like light. For the tip of my nose, this highlight is too dark for the tip of my nose, so I'm just gonna take one of my Pixi palettes that I have sitting around, and this is the Couture palette. It's the Strobe and Bronze Glow and Bronze palette. I'm just gonna take this Ipsy brush that I have, and I'm gonna apply it in this light kind of peachy one right here. Let me drag it down my nose. I'm gonna apply a little bit of this product on top, on the highest point of my cheekbones, and then I'm gonna take my pencil brush. It's not a pencil brush, kind of like a smudger brush from Vanity Planet, and I'm gonna dip it in the same peachy highlight, and then I'm gonna take my Pixi makeup fixing mist, the one with the rose water, and I'm gonna spray it, and I'm gonna apply it in my inner tear ducts. And that is going to make my eyes pop a little bit more, open them just a little bit more. I'm gonna apply a little bit of the gold highlight in this palette to my Cupid's bow. I'm actually gonna take a makeup wipe and take some of the foundation on my lips off because it tends to mix with my lipstick sometimes. I just realized that. This is my favorite lipstick lately. This is like my favorite lipstick, and it's from New Evolution, and it's in the shade Fierce. Kind of like a brown, rosy brown, but not too brown to the point where it looks too vampy. It still looks natural, still looks good for every day. I like it because it's like a your lips look better for me, and I'm obsessed with it. Yeah, it's like a rosy brown instead of like a pinky nude, because I don't like pinky nudes. They don't look good on my skin tone. It's really pigmented, so you don't need a liner, which I love. So I had to take my hair down. But guys, this is the final makeup look. This is how everything came together. This is what I've been doing this month for glam. You can get this done in 20 to 30 minutes if you're just focused and probably listening to some music and just zoning out. Thank you guys so much for all of your support, and for all of you who stuck around in my absence, because I know I've been gone for a long time. I'm not gonna make excuses. I'm just gonna say that I'm here and I'm gonna be making videos again. So look out for that. And I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys so much. Bye guys.